Hello, how is everybody doing today? Bear with me a minute. I can't get the sewing pattern to come up, crochet pattern, for some reason. But anyways, hello, welcome. So today we are making Bulbasaur to kick off our Pokemon Week celebration. So these are the yarns that I was able to pull out of my stash. I tried to batch it as closely as possible, so... I mean, to be fair, there's like different variations of him. Bulbasaur. Anyways, hello Crafty, hello. Sorry, I realize that you prefer to be called Cheese. Or Chi, sorry, Chi. Hello Sam, hello Dana, hello Ikishi, and hello Vincent, how are you? Let's see, Bulbasaur crochet. So I'm going to the website called 53 Stitches. I don't know why it's fighting me to get to the website. Okay. So I got all my stuff here. I was trying to ask my friend for recommendations for this kind of yarn, and I think she said to use like, I don't know, a H hook or a 5mm. So I have to change my description on this video because I forgot to like have any note of that. So I believe I do have this pattern linked in my description for anybody that is interested. But I am starting off with this turquoisey color. I don't really know what I bought these for, but good thing for my stash, right? Oh, I do have my bag with my crochet hooks too. I don't really know what this pin is doing here, but I do have some safety pins, which is great. So I have some really random stuff in my bag. We're not gonna do a haul or a look at what's inside my bag. What is going on? Oh, I should have figured out what these sounds were. How do I turn you down? There we go. Shut it, Nightbot. Get bonked. What was I doing? I was really hoping, and I'm hoping maybe there might be a chance that on Friday, Woobles will release a Pokemon set, at least of the OGs, because it's the 30th anniversary. But a girl can hope. How are you doing, Dana? You working on any cool Wooble stuff? Also, I may have to get up at some point to let my cat in, because he is a pain in my butt. I'm starting off with a magic ring. Like I said, the pattern. Oh, this is what it's gonna look like. I unfortunately didn't have the eyes, so I have some on order, and they should be here tomorrow, so whatever I don't finish, I will probably make a post update video. Speaking of which, I have to finish my last week's permutation with the accessories. I have not gotten around to that, but once I have that done, that'll get posted. But that's what he's supposed to look like. I'm gonna do my best. And I could probably turn him into a Wooble if I wanted to. That would be a really fun challenge, but we're just gonna use what I got. God, it's like, I've never done a magic ring before, and I've done plenty of these. I'm just not used to my yarn, like, splitting already. I'm emo and depressed. I listen to Green Day to be happy. Nice. I do like Green Day. I've had those days where only certain groups will get me through the day. Weirdly enough, nobody would think that I listen to like rock music and pop punk. Pop punk is one of my favorite genres, if I'm gonna be honest. What is going on? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep this here so you guys can actually see what we're doing. So when I was a camp counselor, there was one of the summers I was a camp counselor, overnight camp counselor. We were broken up into like different teams. It was color week, where it was like we were going head to head for different like team stuff. And so my team was the green team, and I was trying to get them to name us Green Day. We got beat by, I think someone else wanted us to be called, I don't know, something like Earthbenders or something from Avatar. He's still really nice compared to some of the Wooble ones I've been dealing with. I don't even know where I got this from. Maybe I need to start using these. Stop being petty. No, the Wooble ones aren't bad. There's a couple good ones in there. Oh, and the safety eyes I'm going to be using once I get them will be a 10mm eyeballs, kind of like the Woobles. You would think I would have some on hand. I may have to go dig through some kits that I haven't done to get them if I get that far today, so. I'm debating if I'm just gonna make this a two-parter or if I'm just gonna do this off stream. So we'll see how far I get, and we'll make that determination right then and there. Boop. Okay. Also, everyone's been complimenting me on my nails today. I was like, you guys are aware it's past Valentine's Day, right? But I do appreciate it. I do kind of go a while between my nails. People have also asked me if this was my real nail. I'm like, it's gel nail polish. What do you mean if they're real? So. Okay, so we got 3, 4. I kind of wish that the Woobles were... They had yarn of this color. They kind of do. Like Scooby-Doo, the Mystery Machine has a color very similar to this. Woobles, sell your yarn, please. I'm obsessed with your yarn. This just feels so weird to crochet this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. But I will say I can at least take some of my habits from that and use it back on this, which is great. So you seen A Night to Remember 1942? I've actually never heard of that before, so no. Is it any good? We got a problem. I don't know why this is like locking up. It's not wanting me to do this. Well, I feel sassy even though your nails are wonderful. I won't compliment them. Thank you. I will take that as a half compliment. No, what happened? That's why I don't like this yarn. I'm gonna have to start this all over again. Woobles, please sell Pokemon kits. At least do the main trio plus Pikachu. They sell that Friday, I'm sorry. I have to buy it. I have a million other kits I have to get through. I don't know what I just did, but I don't know how it just becomes so bad. At this. Okay. I know how to do a magic ring. What is going on? Scoop, come down, and then loop. Okay, awesome. Sure hope that's right. And nope, just undid itself. Not me about to pull out my mystery. My one thing from the Scooby-Doo stuff. Just to have some more yarn. Okay. Good enough. And then I'm hoping to get some Patty Say nails done in about a couple weeks. My nails should hopefully survive by then. What is going on? Okay, we're gonna start this again. What do you think of Pomni? I really like her character, and I really wanted to do a cosplay this year in honor of season of the show coming to an end. But I was like, everybody's doing Pomni. Like, I really need to do like Ragatha or something. I really like Ragatha. She's a really cool character. I don't want to do like a character that's too popular, but somebody that could be recognizable. So there'll probably be a video on that at some point. Okay, this is ridiculous. Okay. 10th time's the charm. Cinder has a small hundreds of dollars obsession with Giyu? Giyu? Who's that? Yes, we're going in underneath, right? then doing a loop. Okay, we're just gonna... Had to reboot, it didn't auto start. What do you mean? Had to reboot it, it didn't auto start. Okay, I'm just gonna try to continue. 1, 2, and I'm doing 6 in this thing here. I would like to do more of these Pokemon Amigurumis at some point. This pattern is from like over a decade ago, and I remember seeing these back when I was trying to get into crochet back in like 2019. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just became a failed hobby for me. It was one of those that I kind of would pick up on and off as I needed it for a project. Now I'm kind of fully in on it. I mean, I didn't know you started. It was still in the starting. Oh, well, hello, Dana. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'm not really sure. It's like getting some sort of tangled up here. Okay, there we go. Finally, it only took me like almost 15 minutes to do the starting round. Love that for me. My stream's showing it for everybody else, right? But we have a bigger problem. Okay, so now we have our first round, which I should probably be taking progress pictures as we are accomplishing this. Okay. Because if anybody saw my Wooble video, you know that I kept forgetting to take pictures. So a lot of this is starting out very similar to the Woobles, except this one actually has different increases, which makes sense because the Woobles, theirs result in an egg shape. If I can find where the beginning yarn is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, my mom, she's been learning little by little to do the Woobles. I wouldn't start her out with this yarn stuff because I think she'd go nuts, and I think that's like the biggest pro of the Woobles are the yarn. I'm like, forget about everything else. The yarn is fantastic. I think that's why it does so well, because of how easy it is for a beginner. And they're like, everyone's like, I don't get it, and I'm like, well, at least use the yarn, but at least try to learn. And I think anybody that teaches crochet lessons now should just use the easy peasy yarn or any dupes of it. Just personally. Well, Dana, are you working on any cool projects or anything with the Woobles? Or anybody else? If anybody's working on any cool projects. I just know that Dana is a fellow Woobler. Autistic, I see you have set your birthday in the Discord. Nice. I gotta do a testing to make sure it's actually recognizing people's birthdays and not just not doing it. So we're making small changes. I haven't made like official announcements of what everything is doing, because I'm doing it little by little as I have time. Believe it or not, it takes a lot of time to run everything between the Discord, social media, streams. So trying to keep up with my personal life, it is quite insane. And I'm doing my best to be active. I've gotten a lot better about it in the last year, so that's really good. It's kind of, I feel like I have to force myself. Well, it's not that I'm forcing myself, it's just... shoot. Okay, sorry. It's so much harder to see the stitches. I miss you, my Wooble yarn. I'm just gonna, like, beg them. Me and Furbies are days apart. Ew. Nice. I just finished a loopable. Oh, how did you like it? I had a Wooble meetup on Sunday. And somebody's kids tried it and they just like never finished it. But I got Pierre and I want to do a review of him. Or a review of the Whoopables, so that is coming soon. But yeah, it just got here like the other day. Okay, well, worst case is if I don't have the right numbers, then we will scramble. But I'm debating if I should pick up the other two Whoopables or something, like, I don't know yet. And just do like a full review on all of them, or if I should just do Pierre, because last time I did a review that was on Felix, and I only did one. So, I don't know. I can tell you I definitely goofed. This is why I say it's okay to go back as needed. Because people mess up all the time. It's just people don't want to go back. I've even done it where I've ripped rows apart. Like I went back like 5 rows just to correct a mistake. Now, I know sometimes I can like do a last minute like, oh, I added an increase to make sure I have like the right amount of stitches for that row. But it's like, eh. But I'm so excited for Pokemon week. And then I also heard that they released Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm probably gonna pick that up, but I think the one I'm gonna be picking up is Fire Red, because I believe that was the one I played as a kid. Whatever one I made a post about. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one is... I got all 3, but have only done Pierre. Ew. Did you like it? Somebody said that it felt like it was very pre-done, and that it lacked a lot of, like, doing it yourself other than doing the main loopables. And I was like, huh. So, I was interested in just checking it out myself. But I think it might be good for kids. Like, kids that want to learn. Because they say that woobles are 12 and up. And I don't think that's necessarily the case, because we had some kid that might have been, like, under 12 at my meetup that I had on Sunday, which, speaking of which, I had forgotten that I had my meetup on Sunday. I was like, oh crap! Okay, so I think I have the right number this time. This time I goofed hard. I'm starting to debate if I should just bring up my clover hooks, which are these ones here for my future projects, because I love these so much. Have you seen the TV show, the TV series Primal? I have not. It's okay, but I wish the loops were tighter. Very holy. Huh. Noted. Noted for whenever I try it. But yeah, it'll be a review video at some point. I feel like I should do that one soon, though, because I am very fascinated to do it. 1, 2, skip a few. Okay, so round 3 is complete. I'm definitely digging these stitch markers. Sure, I don't know why. Like, I'll go to the craft store and, like, you go buy stitch markers, or you go buy, like, safety eyes or whatever, and you can get, like, a 5-pack, like, I say 5, like a 10-pack of safety eyes, which is, like, the plastic eyes that people use for, like, plushies and other things there. But, like, they just don't, it's so expensive at the craft store compared to, like, the same price that you, like, I think the 10mm safety eyes I have coming in are, like, $5, $6. I'm getting, like, 100 of them, 200 of them, maybe. Come back to me tomorrow and ask me which ones I ended up obtaining, because I forgot what number. And the quality's still good. Obviously, I know the craft stores have to make money, but it's just like, why so expensive? Oh, okay, this is weird. Single crochet increase to... Okay, I'm gonna try to keep up with this. This is a big old number. It's like single crochet increase, single crochet 2. Like, what? I prefer crochet. Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's almost like finger knitting, but most of the holes are at the bottom where it starts out. It kind of starts out like that for the different, like, wooble stuff, and it's like, I hate that. So it's like, I've been so tempted to, like, cut it and start it over myself. Because I don't like how they... I mean, the pre-started piece is very nice. I just hate how foley it looks. It's definitely a pain in my butt. 1, 2. Oh, so my old buddy that I was friends with, sorta, that we chatted on and off, where she's another internet crocheter, and I saw she was back finally after like taking a 4-month hiatus. She also rebranded herself with a new name, which was pretty neat. I don't think if I ever, because I've been talking about like different rebrands for me and stuff like that, I don't think I could ever like go by a different name. I'm too attached to my own name. Wait, what? Okay, so we did single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase. Okay, so that was 1. We're just gonna repeat that 5 times. 1, 2, and then increase. Let me focus on this round. I will take a look at chat in a second. Okay, so that was 2. 1, 2, increase. I realized I probably should have used the 4mm. I guess my friend, I don't know, it was weird. She was like that she's a Thai crocheter, but that she uses like a 5mm, 5.5, and I'm still getting holes in this. I mean, I'm not worried about the holes per se. Like, most of these are for me, and if someone's gonna complain about holes being and stuff, fight me. Okay, so I think this next one is 4. 4. Like, it's so translatable. I think we have 5. Okay, yeah, this works out. Cool. I drew CL Phantom High for Autistic's birthday digital. Nice! Do it. Oh, do you like CL Autistic? I would love to do, like, the girl cosplay whenever he's, like, in the ball gown. Just because, I don't know. Wait, no, I did this wrong. Hold up. Okay, we're gonna do this whole round again. My next one, I'm going to try to see how tightening the loops, if I can. Nice. Let me know. I gotta reach out to you on Facebook, though. I keep forgetting to do so. I've seen your posts before, so I know that you're out there. I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so single crochet. Yeah, I think this one might just be a 2-part thing. 2-part video. I've watched a little bit of Black Butler. I need to continue. Do it, it's so good. Well, season 1 was good. Like, the show got good. It was, like, weird. I don't know how to explain it. It just became kind of a weird show. Okay. So, increase. Okay, I was doing this wrong. I was counting this mentally wrong. Okay. So then it's increase, and then it's 2 single crochet. 1, 2. Okay, so that was 1. And then increase. And then 1, 2. Okay, so that was 2. And then increase. Increase. Okay, so I think this one's 3. Increase. Increase. I believe this one is 4. And then increase. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I am now doing it right. I actually just had to concentrate on this. Sam, when did you tag me in on Discord? Okay. So then after that, it's increase and then single crochet. Crazy. That was a lot of mental effort, but I understood what she was trying to say. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta put this down to let my cat in for some lovely reason. And then he's going to bother me shortly after. Oh, you were talking about the thing. Hello, Jessie. How are you today? Happy Pokemon Week. The pre-comment above the pre-started piece was for a crochet kit. Oh, okay. Sorry. Nice. I haven't done that personally. I've just been too scared because I just like that they put the pre-started piece for me. Because I'm truly lazy. Truly lazy. Oh, hello, Jessa! Waving. Hello. Jessa's over on Twitch for anyone that cares. Shoot, what am I doing? It's so cool that you guys go back and forth. I don't know. I leave it up to you on whatever platform you guys prefer, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. I am okay with both. Give me a second. What was I on my... Oh, Discord. Yes, I actually have a sewing pattern for that one. Now, can I attest to how good the sewing pattern is? I don't know. Oops. Okay, so that was round 5. Finish off, and then put safety eyes, legs. Okay, we'll see how far I get with this. Okay, so next up we have, let me say 5. Okay, so it's increase. I hate that they start out with increase. It's like increase 1 2 3, increase 1 2 3. Like, okay, fine. The Woobles have it the opposite, where they'll start out with like the 1 2 3 and then increase. But I don't want to like stray away from this pattern too much. Maybe I should have sized down for this. Okay, so this is the 1 2 3. But yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for create a character on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a fusion where I'm literally creating a like fusion Pokemon, or if I'm gonna try to make like my own maybe evolution or a fakemon as they like to call them, like where you make your own like Pokemon. So maybe I'll put up a poll and see what people say. I've never been good about creating my own Pokemon. Now the fusion ones I'm pretty good at. But yeah, I'll probably put up a poll tomorrow. I know it's kind of late in the game for my polls, because normally when they simmer for a few days they do a lot better, but I just did not plan very well for this week. It might have a reason for it, maybe. Are you talking about the pre-started piece? Having it being the way it is? Sorry, a lot of conversation. I'm just talking out of my butt. 1 2 3. Oh, I also might be joining a crochet group that meets near me, that meets on like Saturday mornings, which is pretty cool. So very excited for that. Also, my skate lessons start up tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm finally done with my hiatus, especially the fact that the US won the figure skating Olympics got me really excited, but I actually need to put more effort into it because I've just been like, oh, I go 1 day a week and, you know. No, the increase and 1 2 3. Oh, that's fair. Because the last round, so typically how the Woobles do their stuff is that they will do this, and then it's single crochet, then the increase. And then from there, it would be like increase, you know, I don't know, like their stuff's a little different than how this is being done. It's definitely a lot flatter. Typically, this would start curling by this point, but I think they're just kind of staggering the stitches, and I think the Woobles crochet book does that, because I complained about my Bennett the Cookie and how he was looking like a hexagon, and they're like, well, if you stagger your stitches, then it looks more like a circle. I'm like, well, they should have put that in the freaking directions. But I get it, they're just trying to go based off the standard like Wooble instructions that they do because they're lazy. Like, when it came to Val the Heart, I was talking to somebody at my Wooble group, and they said that, let me see, 1 2 3. That, crap, what was I saying? Oh, about Val. That, crap, what was it about Val? I'm getting so sidetracked. What was it about Val? Never mind. I'm sure I'll remember at some point. I think personally, I'd personally do a fusion. I kind of want to do Vulpix and Snivy or Charmander. I did Snivy and Chimchar last year. That was a fun challenge. I may just make the executive decision and do what I want. That might be a fun challenge for Magma, is to take 2 Pokemon and make a fusion out of it. So I'll maybe put up a poll for that and just see if that's something we should do. Or I can just say either draw your favorite Pokemon or draw a fusion. I think fusion would be a lot more interesting to... Hold up. Did I just do an increase? I did do an increase. Sure hope my numbers are right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I did this round right. Good for me. I will say with this method, he definitely looks a lot flatter. Noted. But yeah, this person has so many crochet patterns. I was like, you're just giving this to us for free. Now you can get the PDF version on like Ravelry or Etsy. I was like, well, due to my poor planning, we are taking it off your website. But yeah, they got, I guess to be fair, they're kind of limited to like, oh wow, they're still posting stuff. Look, there's sour gummy worms. I'm gonna have to make those. Okay, so I was thinking about like stuff that I could give out at, like if somebody meets me at like a convention or somewhere. And this would be great to give out, like little gummy worms. I didn't think about that, so noted. Oh yeah, what? Okay, this is new. They used to have other versions of them. Of the evolutions. That's really cool. I didn't know they had another one. Hold up. Am I gonna change the pattern that we're using? It's kind of too late now, so never mind. Noted for next time. I don't mind sewing, I just... Right now, I'm finishing on a capybara with a turtle purse from, Ooh! I am interested in checking out other kits. I may ask you to send me other kits that you've been trying so I can test them and review them for my own personal thing. I'm gonna need the gummy worms, Megan. Honestly, mood. Okay, noted. So, we'll probably do that. I think that might be like a fun thing to give away. Because, like, I showed off last week that whenever I went to go meet Rye gave me, like, a heart. Or not a heart, like a rainbow flower. And I think the gummy worms would be so cute. Or I could just give them out to people. Like, oh my god, I love your cosplay. Here, take a gummy worm. Plus, they seem very easy to make. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with this original Bulbasaur. It came from Amazon. Ew. How's the yarn? Is it good? Or does this... This isn't coming out bad. After I had a really rough start. Crap. Next one's gonna get kind of weird. Yeah, so I think the reason why they're staggering the different stitches is just so it looks cleaner and not... I don't know. You would think that you'd want it to curl, so I don't know what that deal is, because this is very nice for being something flat. Most of the time you would do, like, multiples of 6 to get this far, but I am not mad at this. 1, 2... Okay, I'm gonna have to keep track of this. Give me 1 second. Increase. I should have 30 this round. Increase. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap, that is not 4. Okay. So that was 1 of what I just did. Then we got 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, next week is my cat's birthday, I think. So we're probably gonna make next week themed around his birthday. Give me a second. When's the 4th? So his birthday is next Wednesday, March 4th. So we'll probably do something for him that day or that week to celebrate my cat's birthday. We'll make a cat week. As dumb as that sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think that was 2. So I have to do 3 more of these. But yeah. So I like kind of doing these themed weeks. They're kind of fun, especially if I could try to make them coherent with each other. If that makes any sense. Like, I know like this week was easy, but like other weeks might be a little harder to make it like, okay, well, the theme is going to be blah, but you know, my Monday stream might be a little different, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, so that was 3, I think. Do my best to keep count. Anyways, I'm so excited to get back into ice skating. I really need to post my ice skating videos. It'll probably be up on my vlog channel, but I will definitely at least link it over in my community tab page for anybody that wants to at least watch it. I at least try to post whenever I post a video over on my other channels on there so you guys know what's going on. But I try not to promote it too crazy because I'm not one of those that's like, oh, subscribe to everything I own. Follow me here, follow me there. It's like, follow me if you want, subscribe to me if you want. Like, if you like my content, you will subscribe. I know people have claimed like, oh, well, they may forget to subscribe. I like my boyfriend's rule of thumb that if he has watched a creator enough, like he's watched them like 3 more of their videos, he's probably gonna keep watching them. Or he's probably gonna subscribe to them. And that's kind of how I am. I'm like, very fair point. Okay, so after I've done my 5 things, we are doing an increase, and then 2 single crochet. So now we should have 36. Now this is my favorite part, which is where I can just put in my stitch marker. I keep calling this a safety pin whenever I filmed my Wooble video, or forgetting what this is called, but I'm doing my best to try to keep these things like trying to remember their name, because whenever I teach my mom stuff, she gets very confused. Very confused. Also, Sam, once you, because you're talking about what Wooble kit you should look at getting first, I would, like, after you start, like, learning how to crochet, I would definitely check out Kiki the Chick, which is Kiki the Chick from Woobles. That is probably going to be your simplest one. And then the mascot behind the Woobles, which is the Pierre the Penguin. The iconic dude. You're not going outside, buddy. So, I should probably make a video on that, being like, okay, well, where should you start? It's like, we'll start here. Maybe that could be like a YouTube short. I don't think that needs a full-blown video. Also, I don't know if anybody saw on my schedule, but it says that tomorrow's gonna have a video posted. And it's just like a really silly video, but it's still like crafting related. But I just wanted to share it for funsies. I don't know if that one will do well by any means, but I'm not worried about it. I just have a passion for making content. Any of the egg-shaped Woobles are good starters, yes, but definitely I would recommend starting out with Kiki the Chick. That one has the least amount of pieces you have to sew on. All you have is the main egg body. I like to call it the bean body. It's not that it's shaped as a bean, but it's like a being is the way how I like to remember that. But I think it would make a really good start for that one because you're only sewing on the beak and the wings. After that, I would say probably Pierre, which is the penguin, because now you're kind of not only adding on the beak and the wings, you're also adding on by like making the tummy. But and then from there, I mean, they kind of have like a recommendation order sorta. I'll just go through them and figure out what I think. I think I'm also going to be doing a ranking video of as I'm kind of doing them to be like, oh, well, this one's easy, this one's hard. I was going to do it based on like how much I like them, but I think probably doing like a difficulty would probably be best. Like, oh, I thought this one was easy and this one was garbage. Yes, I believe this is row 7. I'll count after this row to make sure that we are on row 7. I'm making pretty good progress for not touching this yarn in a while. Like regular, everyday yarn. But yeah, clover hooks are so good. They're so expensive. Oh, Dana. So I don't know if you're familiar with the clover hooks, but there's a lady on Etsy who is doing like custom hooks that I don't know if she's taking the hooks out or if she's just covering it in resin. Like, I don't know what she's doing, but they look so nice and so pretty, and I'm so tempted to buy them. They're a little pricey per hook, but I'm like, you know, if I get a couple here and there in the sizes that I like to use, then it might be worth it. Because I could definitely get a rainbow hook to match my channel. I love my clovers, me too. I just, whenever I do the woobles, I feel like I have to use the hook that it comes with. But yes, I absolutely love clover hooks. They are my favorite. Anytime in the past, before I like discovered the woobles, that a friend was like interested in crochet, I was like, at Joann's, they had these 60% off. Here, take some clover hooks, here's some yarn, learn how to crochet. Now I just buy people wooble kits. They've also made like really good like gifts to give to people for Christmas and other holidays like birthday. This yarn is so soft. I don't even know what brand this is. I need to stop getting rid of my labels. But yeah, Sam, you were asking me about my stash. I have a huge stash of yarn. I've never shown it. The closet that it's currently residing in needs to be cleaned up a little bit, so you guys will probably never see that on... Probably won't see that anytime soon. Yeah, I use the hook that comes with the kits. Yes. It just... Even if I'm never gonna do something with them, I like the idea that it's just like, oh, it's cute. Now, there are some hooks that I'm obsessed with. I also recently bought the, I think they came out last week, but it was the pastel kits, and they came with an Easter hook, and I'm so excited to use that. I'm so excited to, like, I have so many pastel kits at this point. I'm probably gonna save that for, like, an Easter video. I don't even know when Easter is. But, yeah, I know I'm really excited and looking forward to doing stuff with the Easter hooks. Or Easter hook. I'm debating if I'm just gonna not use the named hooks that comes with the pastel kits that just came out last week and just use that. We'll see. I'm also tempted that I think my next... Oh, hold up, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, awesome. I'm so tempted to... I was going to put up a poll for my next Wooble video, but I think I'm going to do the Sweetie Wooble kits that just came out because I love those. I just gotta careful with my editing because I'm trying to make sure my videos don't go over like 20 minutes-ish. Like, I know that my 2 Wooble videos, I mean, I cut them down, obviously, from the first one, which took me 2 kits, which is like a 20-minute video, and then for 3 of them, became a about 20-minute video. So I'm hoping to try to get it down to where I can do 4 in a video, and it's like 5 minutes per kit, theoretically. I'm still working on my editing process and how to make it engaging for people and figuring out what I gotta do. But we'll get there. They just... With time comes practice. Like, people have said that it's taken them like a ton of like videos before they like got good and got a lot of subscribers, and I'm okay with that. I'm just enjoying the process, and I'm really enjoying the slow growth that I'm like getting subscribers here and there, not just like, oh, it's like, oh, you know, you got viral and then now it's like, well, no one's watching your other videos anymore, because I've already had those viral moments. I'm over it. I just want to, I've moved away from melting crayons. I just want to sit down and enjoy, be here in the moment, just enjoy the process of things I want to do. Hence, you know, you guys coming to sit with me every week for different streams and videos as I'm doing my best to be consistent with those. Lol. I've got Andre the pink skunk coming. I don't like pink, but he's cute. I had to. I literally bought him too. He's like I got the main body done. I just haven't worked on the accessories. Not the accessories, like whatever makes him a skunk. Because I just haven't had time to just sit down and do it. But I got the main Wooble body done. Wooble. But... And the full set of Pusheen. Oh, I really want those so badly. Maybe I'll beg my boyfriend to get me those for our anniversary that's coming up. So we're doing a D&D session like mid to late next month. And it's literally the day before our anniversary, which we'll be celebrating 10 years together. And actually, tomorrow's video is actually going to feature some of Brenton. And he's like, this is embarrassing. I don't want to be on this video stuff. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, I need footage for a future wedding. He's like, no one's going to want to see that. Like, they don't want to see me. And I'm like, it's just to be silly, to have fun. You know, I want people to, like, laugh. They're like, look at our cringe moments. Thank you. I met him back in high school. Maybe I'll do, like, a little story time on that someday. About us. So I think I have 2 more rounds of the 36. And then we increase. Ain't that a hoot? But yeah. Now the question about anyone asking if we're planning on marriage, it'll happen someday. Just not now. We're just kind of getting settled in our careers. You know, we've been living together. This July will be 2 years that we've been living together. And I'm just vibing. I am enjoying my hobbies. I don't want to feel the pressure. Because I'm like, honestly, us getting married, a lot's not gonna change much except a piece of paper and like that's it. So I'm like, I'm fine with just chilling for now. Very happy where we're at. Now my brother, he's engaged, so which I'm like, oh, congratulations to you and your fiance, which she's really nice. I like her. I mentioned in a previous stream that I made a tutorial on how to make a donut pillow. Donut pillow was kind of small, but it was my first time trying to figure out how to do it. But I'm like, let's make a tutorial out of it. Probably should make the actual item and then figure out how to make it before I actually make a tutorial, not just, hey, blah, blah, blah. So, to add the idea for Felix the Fox as human to find aesthetic vibe on Pinterest and credit the Woobles. And I own the human design. Yes. So I don't know if you're trying to figure out the legality, but it's kind of like if I make a character based on SpongeBob, like a human version of SpongeBob. It's like I technically own the human version design, but it's still inspired by something else. I feel like Felix would be like fine, like very fine as a human. He's forever going to be my favorite Wooble. I don't care. I struggled with him, but I loved him. That's why I call him my favorite. He looks good, not bad, and I love him. Like, nothing's going to cloud my judgment on any other Wooble. I may have favorites, but he will be the favorite. And I actually have a pastel version of him, which I'm excited to do someday. I actually got him on the black market for Woobles. Kind of being funny. It was at regular retail cost too, which is crazy because they were sold out of him like everywhere at the time that I got him. I got him in Pastel Pierre. I want to get the Pastel Llama. May have to look for him. Shrug. Let me see. Boop. This is actually looking pretty good. I think this will be a pretty good Bulbasaur. Yeah, I think we'll probably just make this a 2-part video. Probably. Stream. Let's see how far I get with this first. I don't want to like make any determinations quite yet, but I think this might warrant that. Or next week can just be a week of where I finish unfinished crochet projects. Like my permutation, because I showed it off at my Wooble meetup the other day, and they're like, oh, so did you register him yet? I said no, because I have to finish his accessories. Duh. Plus, I need you guys to help me pick a name for him. Once I actually have that finished. I love community involvement, and that will be part of it. Okay, so now he is curling, so we're going to turn him inside out. He's turning out kind of big too. Autistic, I would hate to know what you posted on Discord. I would love to know what you put into Google Translate. Is this Sherlock Holmes? What is this? I'll say Doctor Who, is that you? If honestly, I predicted that the Woobles have a collab with the Pokémon like this week, I'm gonna get really excited. Like, I called it on Monday! It'll be a shrug, I don't know. Okay, so I think I have one more round of this here. Really hoping for a collab. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but a girl can dream. Oh no, Autistic is typing. Crazy. I just put hey into Google Translate. Alrighty then. I forgot where I was at. I think I'm on row... That's the body. Oopsie. Okay. We are on row 10, which I should probably do a progress update. I forgot to do that. I don't really know if anybody really wants to see my progress pictures. It's just like, hey, look, I actually made this. Even though I'm actively streaming, proving that I'm making my stuff. Crazy that it'd be like that. I need to stop adding so I can get caught up with the kids. I've already got, and there's still more on site that I want. On the site I want. That's me. I'm gonna be honest. I was told by somebody that collecting the kits is one hobby and actually doing them is another hobby. And I would just say buy it. Because by the time that you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go buy it, it's probably gonna be out of stock. Will they ever have it again? Who knows? I know it's the FOMO, which is fear of missing out, but I'm just like, I'd rather get it, have it. Worst case, you don't do it and either give it away, sell it, whatever. And at least you can try to make your money back. Or if you just want to give it away as a gift, that is fine too. That's just kind of how I just have seen it at this point. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy them. Like, I've joked about my boyfriend saying to stop buying them, which is partially true, but... And here's the thing, like, a lot of them are built upon each other, and I could probably figure out how to make them. And some of them are probably duplicates. But do I care? No. Just sell the yarn, and then I wouldn't have to buy the kits. Like, I'm really upset, because I have Miles the Firefly that I completed. But guess what? My grandfather wanted him. So I was going up to visit my grandfather, who keeps, like, coming up with, like, different forms of cancer. He was like, oh, I have this kind of cancer. And then we see him again. It's like, oh, no, I've been cured of that. Now I have this cancer. And I'm like, what? But anyways, so I've just, well, first of all, I just stopped keeping track of whatever he's got. But that's not the point here. Anyways, but he saw me working on it. And I just, he wanted it. I was like, no, my boyfriend gave this to me. I can't give this to you. So I was trying to find dupe yarn because the Woobles don't have the glitter or the glow in the dark yarn for sale. And I was sad because it's like either I have to go buy a new kit or whatever. Now, if I want to buy the same kit, you know. Now, I do think the kits are very convenient for travel because you can just take them on the go and you don't have to pre-portion out all your yarn. But, I don't know. It's just convenience. And I don't have enough money to buy them all and keep adulting. I do it sparingly. I mean, I know it seems like I'm buying them like every day or every week. I'm not. I only do it if I see ones that I like really want. Oops. And even then, it's just like, I'll sit on it. Like, Gia the horse, I was like, maybe. But I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Probably I will. It just kind of sucks that it's this late that they're putting it out. Yes, I know it's due to transport and from overseas, but I don't know. But also, I'm also receiving these Woobles as gifts too. So, it's not just me getting them. My mom will get it for me. My boyfriend will get it for me. I will get it for me. So, it's nice to have it spread out, because if not, then honestly, like, be homeless or buy Woobles. Buy Woobles. Partially kidding. Guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's an increase and then 5 single crochet. I'm on round 11 right now. And I forgot to take a picture. I'm just gonna wait till this round's up. I'd say remind me, but because of a little bit of lag from you guys to me, it'll be too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's Brent? I sure hope he's doing good. To my knowledge, after dinner, he went to go play video games, so probably doing that still. Which I appreciate that. It's weird, we don't really have many hobbies in common. Like, I don't really know how common that is for couples to have, like, a lot of things in common, but, like, we'll watch anime and stuff together, but other than that, there's not, like, a lot of stuff in common. Like, I spend my time doing my social media stuff and doing what I love, which is, you know, crocheting, crafts, my art stuff, but it's just, like, other than maybe occasionally doing art, which our styles are completely different. Like, there's not a lot of middle ground, which is fine. You don't have to have everything in common with your partner, but it's just interesting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go blow my nose. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. I think my next stitch is indeed an increase stitch. Increase. I need to get better about pronouncing my words. If you didn't know, when you buy Easy Peasy yarn separately, there's a free pattern inside the label. It's on all the labels, but it's the same pattern. I did not know this. I've actually never bought Easy Peasy yarn separately. Well, except one yarn. No, you know what? I think I did buy a blue one last year from Joann's when they had everything on sale when they were closing. And I was gonna say that one for a review video that I just never did yet. Like, not a review video, but I want to compare it to other dupes out there, which I still have to do. It's just, that takes a lot of planning and trying to get words down and Yeah. But that should be hopefully coming up this spring. 3, 4, and then I think 5. But I did not. I'll have to take a look at the one that I possibly may have. And I don't have to buy it. But it's gotta be blue. It's my favorite color. For anyone that didn't know that. Also, I'm thinking about getting or re-dyeing my hair, my underlayers. I don't know what color yet. But I'm just, like, it's kind of a pastel blue now. It's just kind of faded out for months now, so I don't know. I have a Discord activity idea. Tell me more, Jessa. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome! I have 6. Uh-oh. Monthly prompts. Ooh. So you mean like monthly art prompts? We were gonna do something that V wanted to do, which is like... which I think their name is... like question of the day. Or whatever, and it's just like a silly question. But that wouldn't be a bad idea. That would be a bad idea for us to have like a monthly prompt for something. I want to do something which will be starting next month, probably not this Sunday, the following Sunday. I'm gonna be doing like a showcase of like everybody's art in the Discord. Like, hey everybody, check out everyone's art, you know, and just kind of, you know, show it off. So that'll be coming not this week, but the following week. I was like, oh, the first weekend of every month, and that is this Sunday, and no. It's going to be a Pokemon art stream, because I said so. Okay, so this should be theoretically 42. Let me go ahead and do this progress picture before your girl forgets. Like, I got something to prove, but I could just send somebody this link. I have not tried the pattern yet, but I've gotten one of each color I bought at Amazon. Ew. Good enough. He's looking pretty cool. I didn't realize how big he was gonna get. I feel like this was like a given. Okay, and then I think I'm doing 2 rounds of the 42. I don't feel too bad about talking about this pattern out loud. The Wooble one, it was like, you gotta be careful, because you don't want somebody to like watch your stream or your video and somebody is, you know, somebody's stealing your, or they're trying to bypass trying to buy the pattern itself and trying to use your thing as a source to reverse engineer. But this is literally a free pattern online. Anyways, yeah. But no, I do like that idea. That would not be a bad idea, Jessa. So, we can... If you have any ideas for March, maybe, that would be pretty cool. Also, I do want to do your art challenge. I do plan on doing that maybe in March. We'll see. March is kind of a busy month, though, so that might be a hands up in the air. Maybe April. One of these months I will get to it. Or it doesn't have to be like a full... Like, oh, March 1st to the end of the month. It can be like mid-March, theoretically. Maybe something like that would be easier if I did like mid-March. And do the Jessa challenge. I'm trying to do my best to give, you know, get each of you guys recognition for your guys' art or whatever you guys do, because I think everyone should be followed for their art, because you guys are really good at your guys' craft and whatnot, whether it's art, etc., crochet, which is why I think we need to do those monthly community things, because why not? You know, it'll be on a Sunday where we just kind of hang out, do that. We'll figure it out from there, like what else is going to be involved with it. If not, then it might just, I don't know. Maybe just stuff within the community to see, like, okay, well, what's everybody posting and whatnot. Boop. Also, Dana, fun fact. So, I've learned that I've been decreasing wrong. So most of the time when you're supposed to decrease, you're supposed to go through the front loops. Not that I'm decreasing it, but you're supposed to go through the front loops. and decrease. And you know what I do instead? I've been doing the back loops. Because I saw somewhere that's what I'm supposed to do. And I was lied to. Hello, Chi. How are you? I'm so obsessed with that cat drawing that you did. I'm obsessed with all your art. I was going over your otter drawing that you did from last week on Magma, and it was so good. And Turtle, who is one of my Discord moderators, was like, "Are the eyeballs fishes?" And it was so cute. So cute. Okay, interesting. Wait, what? Sorry. I did a lot more talking and I forgot. How's Ember? She is doing quite well, I think. She's been just kind of hanging out with Brenton, not so much me. Boop, and okay, so I believe this is 11 question mark. Why do I need fabric glue? That's wild. We're using it to shape. Put it all together. I just sew them on. Oh, I see. I see. They're assuming that we may not want to sew on this thing here. I've kind of just gotten used to, like, sewing my stuff on. This head is huge! Okay, well, goodbye, Dana. Thank you for hopping on. I will catch you next time. It was fun hanging out with you. I gotta get you added on Facebook. I keep forgetting to. OMG, for real, that makes me so happy. Also, I'm doing alright. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. I take forever to type. No, you're good. You're good. Give me 1 second. I've had like the worst allergies, or I don't know if I'm getting sick again, or I don't know what's going on. But I gotta clear out the snot, because if not, then I struggle to talk. Oh, I remember what I was talking to you about, Dana, about how I was doing my increases wrong, or decreases, sorry. Okay. So I got one more round, and then we start decreasing. Woo! Can't believe that this has taken me about an hour to do. Nice. Does anybody have any weekend plans? Sam, I believe you asked me what I'm doing on Friday. Friday, I actually have a concert that I'm going to. So I don't know if anyone is familiar with, I believe the term, or he goes by BB, BB no money, or BB no moolah, depending on what he feels like calling himself at that time. So my friend was like, oh, I got tickets, you should go see him. So he will be here Friday. And didn't want to miss the chance to see him. I don't really listen to his music, but he's been all over TikTok. And I'm like, you know what, I'll support the guy. I was surprised he wasn't sold out already. So I was kind of happy to get like a good deal on his ticket. Like it was at cost. It wasn't where people were charging double or triple for it. But that is my plan on Friday, which I felt kind of bad about because I was like, but I could be playing a Pokemon game. So that was on me, but it's fine. And that's where I decided that we're just going to make this whole week Pokemon week. But next Friday, the 4th, 5th, 6th, the 6th, we will do or whatever that Friday is, March whatever. I will finish my episode with Brenton, or our little series of playing It Takes Two. Also, random other thing. So I'm probably going to be playing a small indie game too that I got from somebody at my convention that I went to this weekend that I was volunteering at. It's for game developers that want to make games, which really stinking cool. There's a whole Discord community for anybody interested. It's not just based out of Texas, but they have people internationally, but a lot of the events are here locally. But anyways, but one of the creators of that, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy your game and stream it and blah blah blah. She's like, here, take a key. I was like, no, let me support you. She's like, you playing 30 minutes of it is more than enough. And I'm like, at least let me try to support you. I'm probably gonna buy a copy regardless, but I will use her Steam key because I don't want it to go to waste. But definitely, so if anybody knows of any small indie games I should check out, I may leave that up for grabs as well. Preferably shorter ones, so I actually have time to get through it in a stream. Because doing like multiple part stream series can take a while. Like the It Takes Two one, we're on like week 4. Can you show the photos of the concert on Friday or Saturday in Discord? I will certainly try. My friend's probably gonna be the one taking pictures, but absolutely. She is the one who is roomy, as you guys have seen me promote her here and there because she's trying to get herself out there, and I want to support her dreams. That's just kind of my way of helping her. It's just by helping her as I can. But yeah, she is more of the one that likes to take pictures and post stuff. But definitely, it'll be in the Discord, not on other platforms that already people knowing, oh, you went to a BB No Money concert. It's not that I'm hiding it, it's just not relevant to my content. Like how good this is looking. I feel like it looks good. This is actually a good color match, so I'm kind of happy with the colors I did select. Okay, so we did the 42. Now we are going to decrease. Yeah, Sam, so if you ever decide to pick up a Wooble or get Woobles in the future, and then as you kind of expand out into, you know, other things of crochet, a lot of it is transferable in terms of the knowledge that you do get from the Woobles, which is what I'm finding. I've never been good at making the stuff, like the stuffed animals, really. They're called Amigurumi. Sorry, my cat was trying to claw stuff he's not supposed to. No, buddy. Cut it out. Jeez, I had to like remove his claws from my bins. That's why I tell people, please refrain from getting cats if you're gonna craft. It's just I don't have my own dedicated room, so I have to like fight them. Ami, so A-M, I think it's A-M-I-G-U-R-U-M-I. Amigurumi. And that's just like all these cute stuffed animals that people crochet. I believe it is a Japanese term, but still definitely cool. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Boop and a boop. Crap. There we go. Anyways, so this Saturday, Sam, just message me afterwards and I'll send it to you. It's A-M-I-G-U. Hard to spell. Okay, I'll just type it to you now. It's good. It's good. Okay, so we decrease, and then it's 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we do another decrease. I'd say I'm getting somewhat better at these. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, Sam, so amigurumis, technically the wibbles are that. But I know I've become probably like their biggest supporter. And everyone's like, I keep seeing them. Dude, I went to an anime convention a couple weeks ago and literally saw wibbles at the convention. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know how well they sold. That was like the last place I was expecting to see wibbles. 3, 4, 5. Look at him. He's beautiful. 5. Another decrease, but anyways, the stuff that you kind of learn from these things, just they transfer from one project to another, assuming that you do them correctly. Like in the suggested order. I say suggested loosely because I'm like, well, I think that was my decrease 1, 2. That's not good if I don't remember. Okay, well this is a problem. Okay, I think I vaguely remember this part. I was like, where did I last leave off? Okay, so the next one's going to be the decrease. But yeah, so I just want to talk about the Olympics. I've been obsessed with the Olympics. Specifically, Alyssa from here, she won gold. And her performance was so good. Give me a second. 3, 4, 5. And her dress was actually inspired by Madoka Magica. At least some liberties were taken from there. Let me try to find her dress so you guys can see some comparison here. Madoka Magica. Okay, so this is her. That's what her dress looks like in the show. Or manga, whatever. Both. You know, very pretty. You know, crap. It's so hard to do. But, you know, kind of the poofy sleeves. You see that she's kind of got the thing around her neck. She's got, you know, the puffy dress. She's got the puffy sleeves. She's got buttons down here. And then let me pull up, what's her name? Alyssa. Is the state side. Somebody remind me to play this. I meant to do it on stream yesterday and I just didn't get to it. But you can see like a lot of those similarities in this dress where she's got the buttons down the middle. She's kind of got like a similar style dress. She's got the neck thing and then like the poofy sleeves. And I am obsessed with that. And just gets me wanting to go ice skating again, which is, yeah, what we'll be doing. I just can't stop watching her. I'm like obsessed with her. She's so good at it. She makes me want to be good. Now, am I good at ice skating? Not really, but it's fine. It's just like a fun hobby for me to pick up. Like everything else I do. I sure hope that was my 5. Okay. That's my 5. Okay, I guess my next one is my decrease. I was getting ready to increase this for some reason. Oh. Swoop. Wow, look at that. I saw Alyssa on Ice Skating YouTube recommend. Just haven't watched the video. Please watch the video. It's so good. She deserves the support. You should see both her performance at the Olympics and then her additional performance. But yeah, she's a huge anime nerd and it got me really excited. There's another one on her team. I believe her name is Amber Glenn. I found out that she is such a Magic the Gathering nerd. And I was like, yo, she literally brought it with her to like the Olympics for her to go play. And I was like, who does that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I just thought it was really funny. it's fun to see like people that are seen as like these superstars and stuff like that, that they're very humanized by actually having like interests. So like, so we can relate to them more. Like Alyssa, she likes anime, she likes she also likes My Little Pony. Like there is just a lot of stuff that just, it's nice to see. Like Megan Thee Stallion, while I'm not a huge fan of her music just because that's not my type of music, you know, I appreciate her more because she likes anime. You know, she did a look that was inspired by Todoroki, which is half ice, half fire, and I just thought that was super cool. So it makes them seem more human than just like this untouchable person that like you'll be like, oh my god, you know, they must be so perfect and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of these people are like watching the same stuff that we are, and it's so cool to see. It makes me happy. But you know, it's just like we're all human, we all have our interests and stuff like that. But no, and I'm hoping that somebody in the future, if I ever get big enough, that, you know, you guys will, you know, be like, oh my god, Megan this, Megan that, she must be perfect. But it's just like, no. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you guys might think that now, and I'm like, I swear I'm not. It's just how, you know, I don't know. Just kind of like how you conduct yourself, and you know, it's just Megan Thee Stallion, yes, her. She did a My Hero Academia look, and I was very happy to see that. Again, I still don't like her music. It's just different type of vibe than me. Okay, so that was 36, and then we are, oh god, it's gonna be a pain in my butt, isn't it? Still looking pretty good. I'm not gonna do a progress picture until like the end. But yeah, feel free to take a look at that. It's just, like I said, it's just nice seeing like your favorite actors and actresses and musicians and influencers, content creators, whatever you want to call any of these people that are like really well known, like feel like you have stuff in common with them. Like I heard that Taylor Swift, I think, was really liked snow globe making, which I thought was cool. I think Paris Hilton actually had a scrapbooking product for a while because she was really into that. I just don't think it took off as well, just because people try to monetize the crap out of it, but it's just how it is. Hello, Turtle! It is me, Turtle. Oh, we had an excellent idea coming from Jessa, and I think we're going to implement it starting next month. What if we did like a monthly like theme or something? I don't really want to call it a theme. I don't know. You could see it in chat where it was a really cool idea. And it's just like, oh, you know, if you're let me find it. I don't know if it shows up in chat, if you could see previous things over on Twitch. Yeah, so like having monthly prompts and stuff like that. So it could be, I don't really have a good example, but you know, but kind of like how the holotrade, how I gave people like the option, like, oh, if poetry's your thing, you know, let that be your medium, like that sort of stuff, you know, something like that for an example. And I thought that was such a cool idea. And then also if you wanted to do a thing where we do like a question of the day, which is like some silly stuff that they may want to ask, and I am totes down for that. I will leave that up to, I mean, I can get that together. I still have a lot of changes to make here and there. But, what am I doing? I guess it's decrease and then 4. Anyways, we're working on Bulbasaur. This is his head. He's actually, he took a second for me to like get like going. He kind of failed a bit, but it's fine. You better keep her away. Look, it's the BB. She's gonna eat my yarn. I don't think they can hear her, but that's Cat. I can't believe she likes you so much. I can't believe she just goes on your lap. Must be nice. I swear that cat hates me.
Wait.
It's not picking it up.
Oh, I thought it would pick it up.
No, I have different things set up and whatnot. He's probably out there. No, I think I let him in. Yeah, no, he's in. I'm sorry. I yelled at him earlier. 1, 2. Oh, look at my Bulbasaur head.
Huh? What about it?
Look at my Bulbasaur head.
Nice. Bald.
You're bald. Huh. Sorry, Turtle. Give me a second. I was chatting with the Brents. Also, I promise I'll eventually get everything set up for D&D. Life has just decided to kick me in the balls, and I'm struggling to exist. That happens. I mean, I heard a low rumble of a purr, which sounded like a little meow. Does she meow? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, that was her. She purrs really loudly. She's, like, really attached to Brenton, which is why we kind of got her. So Brenton can be like, oh, I have a friend. Because he didn't get to raise Axe, but I got to raise Axe, which Axe is a pain in my butt crack. We still love him, though. Okay, so that was single crochet, decrease, single. Tiny truck engine levels per. Well, I have voice stuff put on my mic so you guys don't pick up on some, like, the background sound. If not, you guys would be hearing a lot of stuff. Ember is just his cat now. That's just like how Maggie ended up being Ray's dog. Yeah. Axe is like my cat. That's why he's become like my unofficial mascot. Because he, you know, he's always just hanging around me and I love that for him. If you guys saw my latest Wooble video, you will see that he has taken up like a lot of my background space for some reason. And my video tomorrow, you will see more of him for some reason. Tomorrow's just like a silly video. 1, 2, decrease 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4. But yeah, I'm okay with. I don't think she like appreciates me picking her up a lot. I'm like, oh, but let me love you. She's just not about that life, but she loves to be loved by Brenton, and I am all for that. But yeah, I'm kind of glad that he kind of gets to raise a cat now, and not that he's ever really raised a cat before. But I just want him to have cats. Oh god, speaking of cats, please tell me this is good news for cats. I don't need a reason to bawl my eyeballs out. So I'm assuming... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is just gonna be like pray to God moment right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I may have goofed. You know, we're just gonna start this whole round now. A year ago, I found a kitten on... I'm sorry. A year ago, I found a kitten in the sidewalk across the house from my house. It was a little tiny kitten, I'll tell you. I told you about her speed bump. Yeah, she's pregnant now. She is a wide load. Yikes. My cat, so one that you guys haven't met, but his name was Kitten. I actually have a YouTube video. I think I posted of him a long time ago. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can find that. We're just going to play it off of my iPad because that's just all I have available. Meow made crafts. Of course I have to Google myself. Videos. This was Oopsie. Unlisted public. Oldest. It's always fun to go back on like your favorite creators' YouTube videos and see what the crap they've actually posted. Okay. So I just have like this fat cat. His name is Kitten. Don't ask why, I just named him that. But anyways, him. So somebody asked. So sometimes he would just roam outside whenever we were outside. And my neighbor's like, oh my god, I love your cat. She's so cute. When is she due? I'm like, ma'am, he is fixed. And yeah, so that was a fun conversation with our neighbor. knowing for a fact that she has met the cat before and knew his gender previously. So when is he due, or when is she due? Ma'am, he is fixed. Get it right. Gotta love neighbors. Being nosies as bananas. You should let me kidnap your cat. I'll send you Speed Pump / Odyssey on Discord. Please. I'll try to find a picture of Kitten. Kitten ended up losing some weight for a while, but he's good. He's good. Okay, so I'm going to try to remember this again. Okay, so that was 1, and then I do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it lagging so bad? My internet needs to catch up. Is it me? I don't really have much lag. Oh, shoot. Oh, there goes my phone. Is it me? Crazy. It's laggy for me too. We're gonna run an internet speed test. Got him sent. Okay, hold up. I will be right back. My internet's good though. Internet's very slow. The browser should work, but videos may not load. What? It's kind of cutting in and out, kind of fine. Crazy. I really gotta figure out how to get plugged into the internet. Okay, I'll be right back for a second. I mean, I can get hardwired in to get a little bit. I'm okay with that. As long as you don't step on it. As long as you don't step on it, it's not interesting. I'm not worried about them. Not temporarily. Not if I'm training. That's to myself and parents. Lies. Oh my god. Oh my god, how did it get worse? Crazy. Is it lagging for anybody else or is it me? Huh. This is crazy. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to move on at this point. I'm sorry. Oh, there's no sound? That's crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this. I don't want to sit here and try to troubleshoot this all day, because if not, it's just... Yeah. You gotta love YouTube. Or Twitch, whatever, my internet. We're gonna try to figure out how to get myself hardwired in, because my boyfriend's having perfect internet connections, and I'm not. That's annoying AF. Okay, so we did single crochet. Okay, we're just gonna do that times 4. So I am going to decrease here. Turtle, I hope it's better, but if not, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And I am doing this 3 more times. Just gotta try to remember that I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Turtle, if you're here, I do have a question for you. And that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm thinking for Thursday, or just this week for the art stream, that I was debating for create a character if I'm going to try to make my own Pokemon character or do fusions. Fusions are something I did a lot of last year at the beginning of the year, trying to learn how to do art stuff. So that one might be an idea, and we were thinking that maybe doing that for Magma. Doesn't mean you have to participate in that specifically, but just kind of something like Pokemon-esque or something. So that was 3. But I don't know. We'll see. May not be a bad idea. Just pick like either your favorite Pokemon, draw that, or do a fusion. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what am I doing at the end of this? I just kind of lost track of what row I'm on. Decrease, and then 2 single crochet. Hope I read that right. Wait, what row am I on? Yeah, sorry. I'm on row 15. Forgot. And then single crochet, then single crochet. And he's gonna be a big boy! Okay, so I believe I have 1 more round after this, and then we are to fasten off. Okay. So my last down here. Okay, and then we are reducing from 30 to 24. Love that. Okay, so decrease. Okay, so we decrease and then single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. I gotta do a third one. I got ahead of the counting. Oh god. So much to do, just not enough time in a day. There was a would you rather that I heard that is, would you rather never have to sleep and like always be like alert and like having time, like you wouldn't deal with the repercussions of like wanting to sleep or whatever. Ever you would just have energy around the clock, or eat whatever you want and not have any repercussions. And I'm like, definitely the sleep. Like, what I mean by eating whatever you want is like, you won't gain weight, you won't, you know, that you would stay the exact same. And for some people that's a dream. For me it's, I just want time to do everything I want to do. Definitely I would give up ever needing to sleep. 1, 2, 3. I sure hope it's okay now. I don't know what's going on. We were talking about me getting, like what you're saying, hardwiring my laptop into the internet. It's just, I'm in a different room, so we'd have to get a very long cable. And I am okay with that, if that's what I gotta do. Because he's having fantastic internet speeds. I am having, like, for some reason, really weird spotty ones. It seems fine now. It's running smoother. Awesome. Okay, so Turtle, I had a question for you. So for this week, I was talking it over with Jessa and we might end up doing it. So we are thinking that for Magma this week, and this also goes to my create a character on Wednesday, that we were going to, like, so probably my create a character, and I'll put up a poll just to be like, sure, but I used to do these fusion Pokemon back when I was like first learning how to do digital art, which are pretty interesting. I'll have to find them and share them in the Discord, but that was one idea. Or like, so we can do like fusion Pokemon for Magma where you take like 2 Pokemon and turn it into a Pokemon, like a fusion of them, or you can draw your own your favorite Pokemon for Magma, assuming that people like Pokemon, but if not, you can draw whatever you want. Of course, because I think you said that you weren't much of a Pokemon fan, but just still kind of a concept. So, and then I had like other ideas, like, oh, I can make my own like evolution, or I can make my own like, this is for the Wednesday create a character, or I could make my own, like, do they call them like Fakemons or something, where you make a fake Pokemon. So many ideas. I went and grabbed a box of chocolate, of Mercy chocolate. I don't know what that is. 1, 2, and a 3. And I believe that actually wraps up that round of that. Only took me almost 2 hours. I personally do the Pokemon fusions, come back to your roots a little. Valid. Fair enough. I'm thinking of drawing my D&D party as Pokemon. Ooh, that would be fun. Do it! I'm sure they would love to see that. I'm just really excited for Pokemon Day, and that's why I'm just trying to celebrate this week. And then Friday, Sam was asking, because I was planning on doing a Pokemon game stream, but I forgot that I have a concert with my friend. We're seeing Baby No Money, Baby No Moolah, or BB, whatever he's called these days, but he's a big TikTok music person. And I was like, I've listened to your music based on stuff from TikTok, but that's about it. But, like, I'll go see you. It is pronounced merci, but altogether, it's French for thanks. Yes. Hell yeah, man. His shoes seem so fun. I am not familiar with his shoes, but I'm thinking about... Oh, his shows seem so fun. Yes. I will be probably going in my shark suit. I'm probably thinking about getting some kind of fan for the inside of my of my shark suit because, dude, Friday was rough on me with the shark suit. After 2 hours, I had to take that off because I was just like miniature panic attack because of just how claustrophobic I felt in it. Like, geez. It was just, I was getting hot for no reason. I'm like, the air conditioning was on, I was nice and cool, and then just like 1 minute later, I was like, I gotta take this off. It was rough. Okay, so this is our base head. I forgot I should take a picture. He kind of looks like Squirtle. Oh, wait, I need to grab my phone. Look into fursuit fans. They're made to be put into the snoot of the fursuit. I remember how sweaty you got. We were in a phone call. Yeah, it was rough. That might have been the magma stream day. I forgot. But yeah, it was gross. Yeah, Friday was really rough to me though. I was hyperventilating in my suit. I will try to see what I can find. I kind of need it by Friday. So like, yeah. Speaking of magma, time to go to work on that comic. That was a comic? You are cray cray. Dude, so I realized after the fact, so I don't have safety eyes for my dude, so I have some coming in tomorrow. So, yeah, poor planning on me. Okay, so next up we are starting on the body. We're going to try to do this magic ring again. I don't know how well it's going to turn out after I goofed earlier. And see, this ring came out perfect. I don't know what I was struggling with before. Crazy. Technically, yes. When we see each other, I'm getting some safety eyes off of you. Oh, that's fair. Why not sew the eyes with yarn or felt or something? Nah, I prefer safety eyes personally. I like safety eyes. I don't think I'm going to finish this on the stream anyways. I feel like a lot of my crochet streams just turn into like a 2 hour, or I mean a couple stream fest, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I just wanted to at least get this started and whatnot. Just be like, oh, you know, we started. But yes, I do need to get that from you, or to you. I need to give you like different sizes so we can test it. Because I would love to have just like really cool safety eyes. We'll do, I did red for the last one. Let's do like yellow. Like debating on changing it, but no. And we are now working on the body, if I didn't mention that already. And boop. Okay, there we go. Heck yeah, I just need to make a spruce mold for them, but I bet I could do it. Yes, I got you. I'm excited, because yeah, I just want like cool safety eyes. I don't know, just to have them. Because like, I know I can buy like basic colored ones, but like, imagine them, if they're so pretty. You'll likely need to buy the backings, but the eyes themselves, yes, the only thing I need are the eyes. You can actually buy the backings by themselves, or I can just use what I have already. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But yes, I believe you can buy the backings as long as it's the appropriate size. And if they don't fit, just super glue them, because there was one plushie artist I knew that actually used super glue to keep them in place. I was like, none of my plushies are going anywhere. I'm a hoarder for them. Like, all my woobles, not going anywhere. But yeah, all I would need are the eyes themselves, because like I said, I can get like really basic colored ones off Amazon, but it's just like not the same as having like the really cool like sparkly pretty ones. Because like most of them have like you can get them with like a clear backing to color them, but then it's like they have the black eyeball in the middle, and I don't want the black eyeball. They don't look cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch, I can probably make them. Watch, I'll eventually make geode ones. Dude, I would cry That would be like the ultimate plushie collab between us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, I would need to like make a plushie based on that. With the safety eyes and that, I would, like I said, I would cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. I'd be interested to see like what you can make. But yeah, the absolute... I have this really cool like bat sewing pattern that we could make like a geode bat and use the safety eyes as that, and then like the wings could be like geodes or something, and it could be like, I'm just thinking like a dark blue, like a, for like the main color of it. Oh, so many ideas. What I want to do, wait, what I want to do, why do I almost want to do a clay face bear trade with you where we make plushies based on each other's vibe? That would be so fun. Unfortunately, the only vibe I really have for you is really sad stuff and men. I can make you a dude. Sapphire, yes. I keep forgetting that you can sew because you make those really cool dice bags. You'll be selling those at your con, right? Oh, I do want to collab with you for the setting up the table stuff and like selling things at a con. We need to work on that video. I just need you to film yourself setting up your station. Well, I should be there that day, so I mean I can get footage myself, honestly. I'll be selling my... We send the bags both pocketed and solo. Nice. I'll definitely be buying something off of you. I do want to do like a what you mentioned about doing con pickup, where I commission something from you and then you make it. We'll be setting up on Friday night unless you want to show up on the day early and help. I can totally show up. So my plan is to leave on Friday, leaving here on Friday, and then be there with enough time to be there obviously on Friday or on Saturday. So I'm still working out the stuff with the flights with my mom, but definitely having to leave Friday so I can get a full day out of Saturday. And then Sunday I'm looking at like an early evening flight, I think. Going out to SalukiCon. Still not 100% sure, but that's what we're shooting for. I'm just having my mom look over at the flights and whatever. Because she knows travel a little better than I do. But I'll keep you posted. Let me let you know once I have my flights booked, and then we can plan accordingly. If you want to help set up late Friday, late Friday afternoon, evening, I'd be eternally grateful. Plus, you can get the footage. Okay, I'll let you know. I don't know entirely what my itinerary is going to be yet. I would have already had it already. I forgot to record stuff the day of. I was setting out days. Totally chill, let me know. I got you. But yeah, I'm definitely down to help you. And yes, as you know, I love to get my footage. I'm just debating on how we go about doing the collab part, though, about trying to get info from you. Unless you want me to just record you and it's like, it's an interview, it's like, oh, tell me about this. But then we just cut that part out. We'll figure it out. We'll have time. Fun little collab. I feel like featuring Turtle. Because I mean, I have a little bit of experience about trying to sell stuff, specifically online and on Etsy, but me. Alaric and I have it down to a science. We'll get it done. Fair. Very fair. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I did the increase. Okay, so next one's gonna be increase. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this one's not gonna be as big. In person is very, very different. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair about selling your stuff. I'm aware it's... If anything, it's almost as much work as to do it online. To a point. I'm sorry. I don't know how you guys do it. Anybody that has sold stuff online, like I said, tried Etsy, and it was just, I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the process of making stuff, but I was literally selling stuff to the point of like where people would actually buy it, but it wasn't a lot. I wasn't making a profit. I felt like I might have taken a loss on some stuff. I just wanted to make stuff for people and share it and like, hey guys, look at what I made. It's kind of my attitude with the whole thing. And then I just realized that because I would like try to film the stuff I was making, but like, I don't know. And I just got to the point of, you know what? I really hate this because this is a full-time job in addition to me trying to run YouTube and also trying to run a TikTok, and it was just, I don't know. Plus my full-time job, like, I don't know how people do it. Like, trying to market yourself, trying to, you know, make the listings, which was a pain in the butt to do, plus having to make the item. Plus, I mean, I could just keep going on and on about like what you would have to do. Then my brother was like, I can run the marketing, or I can run the internet side for you, and all you have to do is making it. And I was like, honestly, that would have been nice. It's just to have somebody do that part. But what my main stuff were coasters, because coasters are so much fun to make, you know. Honestly, I enjoy the process of selling a lot. I love talking to random strangers, hearing their stories, and making stuff they love / is customized to them. The real trick to it, question mark. See, like, I kind of get the same thing too, but as streaming and content creating, and that's what I enjoy. And that's, you know, I mean, I'm talking to you guys. I mean, you guys are at one point strangers. You know, I know that a lot of us have become internet buds and just kind of like regulars where we've just kind of spend our days doing this together. We just kind of hang out, even though it's in the comfort of my apartment while you guys are in the comfort of your homes. But am I doing this right? I think I'm off. But you know, I mean, I hear stuff about your guys' like day-to-day and stuff that you guys are doing, working on, and you guys share your art. And while I am not outright making stuff for people, I'm still sharing content. You know, I'm making it for them. And I enjoy making that content. So I guess it's kind of something similar, like what you were saying. It's kind of like what you were saying, you know, it's just, now in my case, I'm making stuff that I love. Because I love making videos and streaming and crocheting and woobles, and I could just keep going on. I love editing videos. I would just, and crocheting and woobles, and I could just keep going on. I love editing videos. It's so much fun for me to do. And, you know, I never run out of ideas. It's just getting the time to make those realities, or those ideas come to be reality. But that's just the joy in it, you know, just having to split my time and figure out how I'm going to, you know, make time so I can actually get stuff out to everybody. You need a persona. Turtle is my main work persona. They are more charismatic and confident than I ever could be. The thing is, their entire thing is just dice. If my stupid thing actually wants to let me read. They love dice, they love hearing TTRPG stories, and they love to create a design and a snap to fit a theme. Where Turtle is my social work persona. So, like, I'm just gonna put a pin in that. So, do we see, like, your social side, or do we see, like, your introvert side? I feel like we see both sometimes. You are quite friendly online, though, and I know that online is different than in person. I can confirm I am quite similar to how I am in person as I am online. I try to be friendly, I try to make friends with everybody that I can. And I just love talking to people. Talking to people just, you know, it makes me see, and that's the thing, whenever people start out streaming, they're like, but there's no one in my chat. And it's like, you have to keep talking, and it gets very weird. And then I realized this weekend that I've gotten so used to talking to myself out loud that I was filming me at the con coloring a page, and I was just like giving commentary about the stuff I'm coloring and whatnot, about like how terrible I am at coloring and that fun stuff. And then I realized, like, that's just what I do a few days a week. I've just learned to externalize my thoughts. Where Turtle is my social my social work persona. They're still different from me. As myself as Gabriel, I'm very quiet and shockingly timid when I'm not with friends. I don't have the balls to be who I am at conventions, where I can cut deals left and right, tell stories that go into each and every set, etc. You guys see me, I'm much more social online. The minorly anonymous nature of the internet makes me feel super safe just to be myself without the usual anxiety filter I fight through. Huh. I don't have that. Well, I don't know. It's like some people, I don't think that some people can just be like true introverts versus true extroverts. You know, I have my moments that I will be in a place I'm not familiar with. Like, I can't go to a con by myself. I can't go to like a concert and a bunch of other things by myself. It's weird. Actually, a few years ago, I think it was 2022, it was actually on Pokemon Day. Because I remember that, because I was watching the Pokemon Day Direct from the Pokemon Company. And I drove my brother down to see his girlfriend, whose brother was in the hospital at the time. They're no longer together, but, you know, so I drove a few hours for them to go hang out for the day. And I went to go see a movie by myself. And didn't feel weird at all. But still, there are just some things I'm like, no, I can't do that by myself. So that's why I'll take my boyfriend to go places. And I know he puts up with it for me. He's not, you know, he wouldn't go to these things, like, if it were up to him. But yeah, I like going to conventions. You know, I have a lot of fun going to them. I feel weird going by myself, and it's just like, there are just some things I can't do. But, you know, and sometimes I won't be as social if I'm in a place sometimes with people I don't know, or maybe somewhere I'm not very familiar with and I don't know. Like, I like playing Magic the Gathering, but if I went to a card store, a card shop right now where they sell cards and there are people playing, I will not approach people and be like, hey, do you want to play a match together? Because I feel like that's weird, and I just, you know, I don't know if I'd want people approaching me. But also, to be fair, I've noticed that people down here in Texas are, like, really social, and it's kind of weird that I will be standing, like, back at my university, I was at the store buying something on campus, and, like, this mom was there for her kid or something. She was, like, buying merch for him, and was like, yeah, so my son, blah, 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 and just kept talking to me, and I'm like, okay, lady, weird. Please don't talk to me. I'm like, I'm here to buy my stuff. I would like you to not talk to me. So I think it could be definitely hit or miss. But for the most part, I'm pretty talkative. I talk a lot. Kind of have to, because, you know, streamer. I don't know how many people would actually sit through that. Oh, hello, Chi. Sorry, I didn't realize that there were more chat. Stupid OBS. Yeah, no, I call myself an introverted extrovert. I love people. I love talking with people, hearing stories, talking about creative ideas and such, but I just get this tightness in my chest when I'm alone. Huh. I will say I do feel weird when I'm by myself for an extended period of time. I'm like, I feel so weird. I don't know how my boyfriend does it, because he works from home, and I'm like, I would go crazy. Like, I couldn't. I'm glad that I can go to the office and work out of there, because remote work would kill me unless I was like on phones talking to people like for meetings and whatnot. Then again, I'm agoraphobic, so having a person know me, or so having a person with me I know well and trust gives me a form of a safety net, if that makes sense. It gives me someone to fall back on if something goes wrong. No, that makes sense. What does phobic mean? I am not familiar with that form of it. Your younger brother and his girlfriend currently broke up. No, it was his ex-girlfriend. So the story behind that was that his ex-girlfriend, they had moved to where me and my brother grew up. And, sorry, give me a second, Sam. What? Oh, okay, sorry, I was trying to make sure I was on the right track to make sure I'm doing this right. But anyway, so he her younger brother, they came in to, they had moved in, and this girl was like almost done with like finishing up high school, and her younger brother had like this heart condition. He was gonna have to get a heart transplant. Well, they moved him to a different hospital that wasn't even in our area just because he wasn't doing too hot. And I felt so sad for the kids. So my brother, so pretty much her and her family were spending a lot of time down there, and he wanted to go see her. So I'm like, you know what, fine. I'm like, I will take you down there if you want to hang out. Like, I got friends in the area, you know, which plans fell through. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go see a movie by myself. So, you know, I love my alone time. If there's no one physically there, I'm at my happiest, but I'm always need noise, music, podcast, music, voice chats, anything that lets me hear and share stories and creative ideas. I will be honest, I do like me some good audiobooks. It's not that I can't go like a long period of time by myself. I couldn't go like days. Like, the pandemic drove me crazy. Absolutely drove me crazy. I'm good. I'm good. But I did have I'm fine. It's just, you know, if I'm gonna go try something new, I don't want to be by myself. I'm like, hey, Brent, you want to go with me? Oh, Sam, you asked me earlier how Axe is doing. He's good. I don't know where he's at now, but he keeps begging to go outside. I'm tired of him begging me to go outside. Okay, so we're increasing this to 30. Ugh. Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder that is quite literally the fear of situations that can cause panic. For me, that's a lot of social stuff. Or for, darn freaking... I'm literally having to fight OBS right now. Okay, we're just going to Twitch. Hold up. For me, that's a lot of social stuff. If it's outside my routine and around a lot of strangers, I get super anxious and just cling to people I know. Honestly, that is very felt. Like, whenever I go to these conventions, like, I mean, I'll talk to people, but like, and I love it when people come up to me asking for pictures, specifically in my shark suit. But, like, in cosplay, it's fun, too. But, you know, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like, go talk to people. And I'll just kind of stick by my boyfriend. I don't like to go off and talk to people because I'm like, I don't know you guys, but I'm here for the same reasons that you are. But, yeah, and that's why I say I'm, like, I don't know if the term is, like, an extroverted introvert. Like, I don't really know, but, like, I don't know. Okay, so my next stitch is going to be an increase. Increase. And then 3. Single crochet. But anyways, yeah. Like, if there's somebody I know that's gonna be somewhere I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna get, like, really excited and be like, oh my god, you're here! But, yeah. Like, somebody didn't believe me recently that I would have stage fright and public speaking just, like, really bad for me. They're like, I don't believe you. You stream and you do YouTube. I'm like, but the difference is that I'm home. I'm not actually out there doing it. Now, yes, this has helped me that now I could probably do a video call at work and feel fine talking to the camera because that's just what I've gotten used to over the last, like, long while. But that's still different, you know, than just being in front of people. But I've also changed my views of stuff that I'm like, I don't know, I'm like, I'm already putting myself out there. So, like, if anybody's gonna judge me, they would have done it already. And I'm like, you have to have a lot of guts to put your stuff out on the internet. Especially, like, you know? And I have really cringy videos as a kid that I just still have up. I'm like, yep, that was a sign of the times. Or a, whatever, it was part of the times and just nostalgic for those times, so I leave them up. Now, there are some videos I refuse to keep up and I have taken down because they are on the level of cringe that I don't want to talk about it. I relate to that, not gonna lie. Amnivert, yes. Yes. Yeah, it's more like a middle ground. It's kind of weird. So, you have people that are extroverts, introverts, people that are in the middle, and then some people that are like, as Turtle said, like extrovert and extroverted introvert, and then vice versa. And I forgot what the differences are. I don't know. Well, we can put that in the Discord, but you know, I relate to that, not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. If any of you guys ever decide that you guys are gonna do like face cam streaming or just YouTube content wherever your face is gonna be out there, it takes a lot of practice to get used to it. I actually have a challenge that I did on my YouTube called the 30 Days of Talking to the Camera Challenge, and it helped me so much. I thought that my plan was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be a rock star at the end of this and sound like these YouTubers that sound amazing at like talking to the camera, and all, you know, I was like, oh, my speaking is my speaking is going to be great. And really what I got out of the whole challenge after doing 30 days of talking to the camera is it helped me get comfortable with talking to the camera and making eye contact. You know, they're like, oh, pretend like it's a friend. I'm like, no, it's just something you gotta do repetitively and get used to doing. And I've just gotten used to that. Which is why I probably look so comfortable in front of the camera now. And I think I've improved my streaming in terms of me, like my presence on camera. Since I've started, like, dude, I mean, Sam probably remembers, I was super awkward. So I felt, you know, I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know, because the difference between a YouTube video and being live is that, you know, live you actually have to keep talking, you know, there's no edits to like, oh, well, there's like 5 minutes of dead space, let's cut it out. Nope, you just gotta keep talking. And there are some streams that you guys will see have so much stuff to talk about. Like if it's been a few days, it's like, oh my god, guys, I have so much stuff to talk about. And then other days that it's just like, oh, I streamed like the last 5 days, I have nothing to talk about. So it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of hit or miss. Like today I'm feeling very talkative, even though I did stream yesterday. But, and I'm sure I'll have more to talk about, like, on Wednesday with, you know, my ice skating classes restarting back up and whatnot. What did you say, Turtle? Why do I have a feeling we're gonna hug each other so tight when we meet? Fun fact, I'm not very much of a huggy person. I will say, if it is a friend of mine, I'm like really excited, I probably will go in for a hug, but strangers, I am not into that. There was one time I was at a con with a buddy that he brought like this random person he met online. So I guess they were carpooling because they were in the same area. And this guy just had no boundaries. This guy just wouldn't take a hint, would just come up to me and hug me in my shark suit without asking me. And then at that con, I picked up a cinnamon roll. And he's like, oh, you know, I'm thinking about buying that cinnamon roll. And I was like, oh, do you want to try it? And if you are giving me, and you would think, so if I'm offering you a piece of my cinnamon roll, you are going to tear off a part of it. The guy grabbed, like it was a hamburger, the part where I had eaten off of, and just pretty much ate like half of it in one bite. And I was like, homie, I was so upset. I don't know where that guy's at now, but I'm pretty sure my friend's not talking to him. If he is, I'm gonna fight you. I'm kidding. He's actually in the Discord. He just doesn't talk. I'm sure he's just lurking. I'm a big hugger, but only usually if it's a we just met or okay, see you soon, gonna miss you thing. Not a fan of random hugs. Yeah, literally me too. Me too. I think it's like the time or place for it, or kind of the vibe of it, of like, oh, okay, I think a hug is due for this. So definitely a case-by-case basis. Anyways, that's my TED Talk. Someday when I'm famous and known, I will get my own TED Talk about something. I really want to host my own panel someday. I would kill to do that. It's just, I feel like I don't have numbers to back up anything. Like, I could be like, oh, here's an intro panel on how to stream. And it's like, I could sit here and ramble about stuff, but it's like, yeah. I was like, I just don't have numbers to back it up. Like, you know, obviously more well-known YouTuber could talk about, you know, how to make it on YouTube because they have the numbers, they have the experience, but it's like, I don't have that. You know, I may have the time and stuff, but it's like, I don't have the experience, you know? Or no, I have the experience, I just don't have, like, the numbers to back it up. Someday, though. Someday. I will get there. But yeah, I would love to host a panel. I think I would be decently good at it. I try to make it funny, kind of weird. Kind of like how my Holotrade art show thing went. You know, something like that would be probably something I would try to do again. I was like, you know, if I was up there with somebody that's pretty funny, I think it would be like a really funny show. Or like a comedic thing, you know. That would have happened. Oh wait, that would have been it for me. We would have been throwing hands over the cinnamon roll. JK. Honestly, yeah. I have so many like interesting stories. I gotta get on my art channel and I'll probably. So, Chi, I know you're relatively new, so I did break off my craft channel to where I have a separate art channel for art. It's not officially put together yet. I was recently given a VTuber model that I'm going to be using over there. Now, art streams are going to remain over here just because everyone's been coming here for those streams. Because, you know, I just diversified it a little bit to like where now I do a craft stream a week, and then I do my various other streams for art. It's just kind of what I do because art goes hand in hand with crafts. But, you know, it's just I want to post speed paints. I want to post, you know, kind of like if I have a rant video that I want to talk about while I have a speed paint. You know, I just don't think this is a channel for that, personally. So that's what I'm going to be doing over there. Plus, I feel like a lot of art channels have some kind of, like, face to it, but, like, not a physical face. At least the ones that I like to watch. They normally have some kind of, like, PNG tuber or, you know, a VTuber. So I'm going to kind of lean into that over there. And so I should probably do some fun story times over there, like the guy that ate my cinnamon roll. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. Exactly, like when I met D20 dinner for the first time, we had been friends for almost a year. We aggressively hugged each other and just cried in each other's arms. Then we didn't hug until after she left the con. I'm not an easy crier. Unless it's like really sad or it's just something that's like pent up frustration or something where I just have to let it out. Which doesn't happen too often. But, I mean, feel free to cry. I will go there, and I'm really bad with people crying in front of me. When I was a camp counselor for an overnight camp, my age group that I had was 5 to 10-year-olds. Do not ask me why people are sending their 5-year-olds to camp. It just happened. I'm like, are you even in kindergarten yet? Can you read? But anyways, so I would just have like little girls crying in front of me, and I'm like, there, child. I was really bad at that. But they obviously let me in there just because, you know, the term that people have used to describe me is wholesome, and that kind of typically goes hand in hand with like children's content to a point. But I just, you know, I'm a little more childish in nature. Like, I love cute things. You know, I like making my woobles, which are very cute. I like my bright colors, which can be associated as childish, you know, not as being very mature. And I'm okay with that, you know. I like cartoon shows. Like, that's just part of it. And, you know, I don't care to, like, you know, I'm fine with being associated with such stuff, you know. Either I will cry or I will be aggressively excited. I will be very excited. Just glad that you won't be like almost a whole foot taller than me, like Rye. That was crazy. I was like, I know you said you were tall, but you're tall. He's like, I believe that was round 6. I'm praying at this point that I'm gonna remember. Now I'm short as hell. Cool. I think I'm a couple inches taller than you, so thumbs up. Should I bring Ray a butter knife? I think that'd be really funny. Just be like, here's your butter knife for your ice cream, dude. He's like, yeah, when I was young, this was blah, blah, blah. And then we found out he was like 20. I'm like, I'm sorry? You were in your early 20s? Eating ice cream with a Butter knife, alright. LMAO, I dare you. Okay. He may not get it. I really want to bring him an ice cream, but it might be a little difficult to transport unless I can find a place locally. I might actually go out of my way to try to find it locally for him. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Ah, man. So much to talk about today. I'm almost gone like 2.5 hours with just talking crazy. You guys are still here. I appreciate all of you. Oh, Turtle! I was talking with Chi. Chi's the one that drew that cute little otter with the fish eyes. And we were talking about how cute it was and how much he liked it. He won't be at the con. I will be working with my friend Megan and Alaric. So you'll be meeting them. Only way you'd meet Ray and Mom is if you show up at our place to see the studio. Oh? What? I mean, you offered. I would really be interested in seeing it just because I don't know. Oh, so I was thinking about stuff that I could give away like as I meet people in person. And I found, so this person, so I don't know how much crocheting you do, but this person actually, like, this is a free pattern from their website. They have so many cool, like, free patterns. But, let me see, free patterns. But they had, like, a gummy worm one. And I was like, but I could give out gummy worms to people. So, easy. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. 53 Stitches. Yeah, I haven't seen her stuff in a long time. But yeah, anyways. Probably going to be giving out gummy worms for fun. I was thinking about, like... Yeah, I was thinking about, like, oh, I could try to get, like, pins or... I don't want to give out buttons. I think buttons are kind of lame sometimes. Unless done well. Unless done well. But, like, I don't want just, like, a picture of me with, on a button. But I was also thinking, like, a pin of, like, the radioactive shrimp. That one's kind of funny. So, like, oh, here. But, those are a pain in the butt to try to get those produced, you know, to give out. But, what was the other thing? And then, I was, thinking like, oh, maybe like keychains, like the ones with like the acrylic keychains, and that one might come in the future, but I die to see the gummy worm with tiny tags that has a QR code to your YouTube. Okay, bet, let's go. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Anyway, so we're doing a really old Bulbasaur pattern. Maybe gummy worm wooble art soon. That would be really fun. But yeah, anyways, I just thought that the gummy worms would be like really cute. I mean, not exactly on brand for me because cats are more of my branding, but I do have a snake wooble pattern. Well, that is much different than a worm. Could almost go hand in hand, sorta. The gummy worms are adorable. Yes, and I can just have a crap ton of them. And I was thinking about it because I've actually had people that whenever I would like, go up to like people have come up to me with like cosplays and like, I like your cosplay, here, take this. That would be like really fun to do with like other people, or even like people that want to meet me, which kind of like how Ray gave me the rainbow flower, which I love. I was like, I gotta be able to give something out to people just because. What would you do if I helped make a ton of gummy worms? Oh my god! I would cry. I still gotta figure out what kind of yarn I want to use. This person used like fluffy yarn, so I'm probably gonna try to find that. I'd have to find my hooks first. It's been years. Yes, come join the crochet train. Only do it if you have time, because I know that you are hauling butt trying to get your dice ready for SalukiCon. But yeah. I can send you, I mean, I'm sure you can easily find the pattern from 53 Stitches. Love their stuff. I just haven't been on this website since I tried to, you know. Oh god, I have like no time except the evenings. I mean, honestly, mood. I still gotta figure out if I want to like do safety eyes or if I want to do like embroidering the eyes. I really don't like embroidering eyes. I prefer safety eyes just because I like the way they look. They feel a little more professional to me. Like, I know you mentioned about me sewing eyes on here. I'm like, nah. I'll just wait for them to show up tomorrow. I'm still debating if I'm going to finish this off stream or if I should continue this next week. Because next week's my cat's birthday. And I want to do stuff for him. So, we will do a toss-up and see. It's been 2 days since I worked on Dom and Bo. I logged off. Absolutely hating it last time I worked. Now I love it. Off stream, make your cat a tiny hat instead? Okay, definitely we can do that. Next week will be themed around my cat. I'll probably film it though, like me finishing up him. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. But noted. What I mean by film is probably make a YouTube short about it, because any content makes YouTube content or whatever. That's not the phrasing. It's been 2 days. But yeah, no, that's definitely a great way to... See, I've been learning a lot of stuff from you guys. It's just like, if you think that you're gonna hate something, come back to it. Like, if I start editing and I start getting, like, frustrated on a video or, you know, stuck on something, you know, I will sleep on it and then I'll wake up the next morning like, I dreamed up an idea. Like, Ben Carson. I think he tried running for president one time. But he was this, like, neuroscience person. And there was this time that I think he prayed to, like, God or something, trying to study for this exam and just couldn't get it. And, like, in his sleep, like, somebody was teaching him, like, all the stuff he needed. And he just got it the next day. I read his book, Gifted Hands, back in middle school. Which I don't know why we read that for some reason. But I enjoyed the book. And just that thing just kind of stuck with me. I'm like, huh. Interesting. Everything is content. I mean, honestly, yeah. Everything is content. But yeah. If you find that you're hating something, just come back to it. You know, fresh pair of eyes. See if you like it. If not, you can go back in and change it. If it's digital art, if it's other forms of art, you may have to figure it out. I'll put up a poll to see what we should make my cat. What do you think of Chespin? I don't know who Chespin is. Well, man, my life teacher forced us to read biology, the science of commerce? What? So I was like, did I read that right? That's wild, by the way. What? What was I Googling? Oh, what's his face? Chespin. For anybody wondering how much longer I'm going to be streaming, probably about another 30 minutes for anyone that cares. Which was reasonable, was to teach us the science of why we feel the desire to buy unnecessary crap and how to see the predatory sign of capitalism so we don't fall for scams. I mean, I'm falling for the Wooble scam. It's not really a scam because I get a product. It's just ridiculous. It's just, they give me cute stuff. What game? Ew, his final evolution's gross. Guys, look at this. Ew. You guys can't see that, but ew. He's... Oh, shoot, he was one of the starters. I never played this game. The one he's from. I don't like him. Ew. Okay, back to this. I think I'm on round 8. And then I believe we start decreasing again. Wild. Thing is, it needs to... The thing is, it falls into pyramid of needs. Woobles fall under comfort, which towards the top of the pyramid, aka not necessary, but it enriches your life. So is it like near the needs? It does enrich my life. I feel like everything I have makes my life happier. And someday, I'll get rich from YouTube and I can buy all the woobles I want. I'm kidding. I have no intentions of trying to make it rich off of YouTube. Ironically, I still have the book and use it to learn marketing. Huh. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, did Hesper ever get those dice from you? Out of curiosity. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I keep thinking my cat's outside. He's not outside. His body feels kind of short. Is it me? No, I still have them on hold. I'll check in with them. Fair enough. Fair enough. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We will see how this looks. And Turtle, may you get rich off of your dice. It's so cool. I've met a lot of people that are like making really good milestones. Like my friend that dresses up as Rumi. Like she's making really good strides to like where she wants to be and stuff like that. She got to film a movie trailer today, but I think it was more of a proof of concept because I was like, how do you film for a movie trailer for what do you call it? Like for something that you haven't even filmed, because typically a movie trailer is like you've already done the film and it's just like a trailer of that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get rich. I want to just make people happy. Oh, like that's how I am with YouTube. That's why on Twitch I refuse to, because I have reached Twitch affiliate like months ago, but I just refuse to do it because I don't want ads on my Twitch streams. Like, I like the idea that somebody was doing that in the event that if I ever decided to do it for some reason, that they just do it where they, like, every hour they would take, like, a 3-minute break, and that just gives them time to, like, use the bathroom and stuff like that, but then it'd be, like, 3 minutes of ads. But it was manual. It wasn't just, like, randomly, like, with the ads. But, you know, since I multi-stream, that doesn't really work with the multi-streaming, because I can't be like, okay, well, 3 minutes here for ads, you know, YouTube doesn't have it. But, you know. Oh, Megan, I finally found what I've decided as my theme song. Ooh, tell me more. I like to think of my theme song right now as I'm Not Famous by AGR, and I love that song. It makes me happy. It's pretty much just saying, like, nobody knows who the crap I am, and life is great. I might play that song. Please don't monetize me for YouTube, because I like the song. A Symptom of Being Human by Shine Down. Let me go grab the lines that hit me like... hit me as a brick. Ooh. But I don't think I really have like a quote-unquote life song. It's just whenever I hear the song I'm Not Famous, it just resonates with me, just because like AJR at one point like wasn't famous. Another good song that I like by them is called 100 Bad Days, which I really like AJR. Their music is like down to earth, you know, that they try to make it relatable, and it is relatable. And 100 Bad Days, you know, it's just them telling about like different stories that happened to them, but how it made them feel bad in the moment. You know, they make good stories later on, and I'm like, this is true. Very true. You know, I relate to that, because I'm like, you know, I told you guys about the guy that ate my cinnamon roll, and while at the time I was not happy about it, you know, they make great stories now. You know, we laugh at them. They make us giggle, but, you know. 1, 2, 3. Top 3 lines, let's go. You're always been a little awkward, kind of weird, upside down, and not all here. Right or wrong, it's so crystal clear. Can you send me the song? I'm so interested. I'm not gonna play it on stream, probably, but... 2, 3. I'm so tempted to play these songs. I just don't want YouTube to come for me. We try to find the lyric that I like from I'm Not Famous. Where my haters, I don't got 'em, I'm not famous. It don't matter what my name is. I don't got one, I'm not famous, and I don't hate it. You've never heard of me or the weird stuff I do and say. That's my favorite thing, because I'm not famous. And I'm never on TV throwing up on an LA street. Nobody judges me because I'm not famous. And stuff about, like, you know, it's just, you know, they say paparazzi is at an all-time low. Paparazzi, they don't care where I go. And it must be nice, you know. And it is nice. I don't have to deal with, oh no, you know, I'm part of a scandal, and, you know, I just, pardon me, I just had to redo some of that. Unpack all your baggage, hide it in the attic where you hope it disappears. This all seems so familiar, but it doesn't feel like home. It's just another unknown. Oh. But yeah. No. I'm not famous, it's just how I feel when it comes to my YouTube stuff. Because I'm not known. You know, I'm gonna go to a convention and I'm like, hey guys, I'm here, but nobody knows who I am. I don't have people hounding me down, you know, if I say something wrong in public, you know, or if I get sick or something happens. Like, I don't have a horde of people being like, did she do this? It's like, hold up, wait, what? So, you know, it's just nice that I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, 100 Bad Days, that one's a really good song. But interesting point, I've never thought about what my life song would be. Then I have 3 rows of 24, and then I think we are done with the body. I'm thinking about putting like these plastic weighted pellets in here that I have. I used to use those in a lot of my plushies back when I was sewing a lot. And line number 1. Sorry. And number 1, peak line. The line I feel like really fits me in my life. I have never been the favorite, though I'd seen it all, till I got my invitation to the lunatic ball. Stupid YouTube. I mean, stupid OBS. Okay, hold up. So I got my invitation to the lunatic ball, and my friends are coming too. How about you? Don't worry, it's all a symptom of being human. Oh. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Honestly, 10 out of 10. See, new message. Go down. I'll go to the ball. I'll be your friend. Okay, there we go. But anyways, just I listen to a lot of music. That's why honestly I surprise a lot of people with some of my music genre tastes. Like, I love punk pop. I like punk rock. I like rock music. Sometimes some really heavy stuff. Other things, it's just like whatever sounds good to my ear. I like a little bit of hip-hop, R&B. Not a lot. Not the stuff that's like really explicit and gross in terms of what they're trying to say. So what's another thing I've heard? I have a country music playlist. It's not a lot of songs. I'm very not great with listening to country, but I don't hate it. Taylor Swift, some of her music lately has been hit or miss with me. I can't think of other songs that I like to listen to. Pop music, you know, classical music, like you name it, I probably like it. EDM music's a huge genre that I like. Lo-fi, like the stuff we're listening to right now, is like a big vibe, especially when it comes to my streams. You know, I try to find like chill music, even though my YouTube videos are quite the opposite. I mean, just because the vibe is chilled, that doesn't mean that the content of what we're talking about is chill, because we'll be looking at some unhinged stuff, but that's just me as a person. I like unhinged things. My old theme used to be Youth by Daughter, specifically the line, "We are the reckless, we are the wild youth chasing dreams." We are the wild youth chasing visions of our future. But I kind of grew out of that, you know. I started settling. No, that's fair. So sending you the link now. I think you'll enjoy it. Dude, my mom had me listening to classical music and punk pop / rock when I was in the womb. I was born to have a weird music taste. Honestly, same. Sometimes my mom will like pull out music and I'm like, "I'm sorry, you know this?" And then other things, she's like, "I don't know what you're listening to." And it's just really funny to me. Ba-doo-boop. 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 Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 2 more rows, and then that'll be the body. Probably finish those 2 rounds, and then we'll probably call it chicken nuggets. Yes, time to have my fetus listening to classical piano. Screw it, 3 Days Grace time. Dude, I grew up on 3 Days Grace. I was 6 on YouTube watching really old Naruto AMVs, listening to like really edgy stuff, and that was just brings me back. My boyfriend's like, "Did you ever just come across music that wasn't from an AMV?" And the answer is no. What a time to be alive. I should watch more ATLA episodes. What is that, Sam? I'm not familiar with that show. The animated one. Shoot. Oh, I gotta watch Twisted Wonderland. I'm sorry. I've just been trying to catch up with Fruits Basket. It's just been a bit on hiatus. Just me being around the clock busy. My favorite song was Animal I Have Become. Animal I Have Become. I get super active, especially with that song. That's so funny. One that I really liked was Painkiller and World So Cold. Those are really good ones. Animal I Have Become was so popular for Naruto. For those AMVs, it was so good. So good. Man, now you got me nostalgic for those really bad AMVs. I'm gonna have to post them on the Discord. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, watch it. I think I heard that they were doing that live action show, and I don't know if it ever got... it was, I don't know if they ever released that on Netflix, but I know there were talks about them posting stuff, so shrug. My mom thought she was going into labor. Nope, I was just kicking the heck out of her spine. That's funny. My mom, when she gave birth to me, so my mom, she's very Spanish looking. Like, she's Cuban and Puerto Rican. And actually yesterday, I went out to dinner, and somebody asked my mom in Spanish if I was her daughter. And it was just because we look so different, and it was just so funny. Let me try to find a picture of her. But yeah, no, I just, people look at us and they're like, "That's not your kid." I was like, hold up. So yes, my mom gave birth to me. She was expecting like a more, like my dad, he's Greek, so he's more white looking. So she was just expecting like a darker looking, like a Hispanic looking kid, and then out pops me. She was like, "What is that?" to the nurse. It was great. See, there's potential with the head and body. Question mark. Expecting a tan baby gets a piece of chalk. I mean, that's what happened. Avatar: The Last Airbender live action movie released 2 years ago? Are you serious? How am I so out of the loop? That's nuts. I feel like this all could have been like one piece. Noted for next time I make this. I could actually probably continue it, honestly. I might make that modification. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, we're on our last round. Can't say much. My mom was expecting me to be bald because every child in our family is bald as Caillou. Nope, super thick, dark hair that my dad joked that I was a grown adult who paid taxes. That's a yikes, dude. I had a lot of hair too. The nurse gave me a mohawk. My mom said she was scared to touch my hair for like a whole month. Or sorry, not for a whole month, for like a whole couple weeks. She would just like bathe me around my hair. Carlos, if you're out there and you were there at my birth, shout out to you, man. But yeah, my mom says that my brother looked like an old man whenever she gave birth to him. Quite funny. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-doop. But yeah, life. Boop. But I don't know. Yeah, just expect. I was gonna pull a picture of my mom. I'm like, I would have to dig, and that would take a while. I'll try to find a picture and put her in the Discord. I'll keep it up for a very short amount of time because I don't need people doxing my mama. That one's a maybe though. Man, that's so wholesome. Wait, I'm sorry. Man, that's so wholesome. I was such a fat baby that I looked like I didn't have joints. We didn't know I had 2 birthmarks until I was 3 months old. Then the rolls were so thick that we didn't know I had a 3rd nipple until almost a year old. That's such a fun, interesting story. That's crazy. Fun fact. So, like Anna in Frozen, Brenton actually has like a white patch on the back of his head that he's just had since he was a baby, or since he was born. And I think it's a kind of condition, but I also heard that it could also just be that there's a birthmark there, like underneath the skin, and it just kind of grew and there's just no pigmentation there. But it's really cool. So yeah, like I said, Anna, he's got a blonde spot. No, it's just white. It's just white. Now he's like he's got like dirty blonde hair now, but still pretty cool. I get excited about it. Okay, this was pretty neato burrito. Okay, so this is the awkward looking body. I'll go ahead and take a picture of this because I took no progress pictures. Not that I think anybody would care to see that. I'm assuming he'll get fatter with the... as I add stuffing to Bulbasaur here. Okay, well, that is going to conclude this episode of crocheting stuff. I didn't make much progress. I only got the body and the ears. Oh, wait, what did you say, Turtle? White / bald spots like that are common as bookmarks and families that have vitiligo. My boyfriend also got diagnosed with vitiligo recently. Vitiligo runs in our family, but my mom is the only kid of her parents that got it. She doesn't have patches of skin, but I'm sorry, OBS is being stupid. She has patches of skins that don't tan and are big white spots in her hair. Yeah, so Brenton only has one on the back of his head. Nobody knew what it was, but he didn't start showing vitiligo until like within the last year, maybe. Within the last year and a half. But you'll get to see it. It's not very noticeable unless you're actually like staring at his face. But anyways, that's just kind of here's just stuff. So this is our progress so far. This almost looks like what's his face, Squirtle, but I swear it'll look like Bulbasaur. But anyways, I will have more progress pictures on this soon once I get this kind of going. I still have to finish my permutation from last week, but hey, I will film it and get more content out of this, so you know, thumbs up to me. But he looks good so far. I sure hope so. Also, my safety eyes will be here tomorrow. So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for a Pokemon fusion thing. I'll probably put up polls or ask for suggestions You know, we'll do suggestions. I like that. That might not be a bad idea. You guys just give me Pokemon. I will try to do that. So, okay. Well, anyways, bye. I will see you guys Wednesday.